Hello and welcome. This is Mark from Set My Site, and this is a quick video tutorial to show you how to properly submit images that you want us to use to replace existing images on your website. So to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, let's pretend that this background image that you see here with this business team sitting at a table, we want to go ahead and replace that background image. So what we want to do is submit the new photo to replace that image. Now, what this video tutorial is all about is not actually how to submit the photo, but actually how to choose an appropriate photo to use. So let's say I have two options that I'm thinking about using to replace that background photo. The first option I have is this one, this guy on the phone here, and the second option I have is this one, this gal standing in front of a classroom. Now, which one am I going to choose? Well, it kind of depends on personal preference, but it also really depends on the dimensions of the image itself. So what we want to do when we're trying to decide what kind of image to use in a background, such as this one, where you can see the image itself is long from left to right or horizontally, as opposed to long from top to bottom or vertically. We want to choose an image that also has a similar layout or pixelation layout. So this image, as you can see, is longer left to right. This image, as you can see, is longer or taller top to bottom. So what we would always recommend 10 times out of 10 in this instance is to give us this photo, which is a horizontally longer image. It's horizontally, the longest side is on, the horizontal as opposed to the vertical. That's what we want. It doesn't have to be an exact match because obviously this is shorter and it's a little bit wider. This is taller and it's not as wide, but it carries more or less the same kind of dimensions. Whereas obviously this photo is much taller. So just to give you an idea, I'm going to actually go ahead and upload this tall photo so you can see what the end result looks like. I'm going to refresh the page now that I've uploaded the image, and we can see what it looks like in the background. Okay, there it is. There's our tall image that we selected. And remember, this is what it actually looks like. But now when we put it in the background, it's ultra zoomed in, and that's because it's trying to span the image correctly from left to right and crop it appropriately, which is a center crop. So when that happens on a tall image in what's supposed to be a wider horizontal space, you're going to get this ultra zoomed in look, and it is not going to be the look that you are hoping for. Conversely, if you use the wider image, the more horizontal image, it's going to look like this. And that obviously looks a lot better, obviously unedited and everything, but in terms of the way that it fits into that space, much cleaner, much more acceptable. So when you're thinking about uploading images to the request tool to submit image changes to our team, or if you want to send your images via email to change background images on your website, just remember that background images should always be horizontal images. Thanks so much for watching.